Come again. So this is the NCRT book, chapter number 2, properties of whole numbers. We are studying in this chapter of whole numbers, and first property of the this one whole number is the closure property. Okay. So we will try to understand what is closure property. Closure property of whole number. We will study here closure property of whole numbers. Okay, actually you need to concentrate here. Property of whole numbers. Why you need to concentrate? Because this, if this concept is clear, then you will be able to understand things in clear manner. Okay, so what is the meaning of the closure property? Okay, closure property means if you are applying any operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, if you are applying closure property in any whole number. Here we are talking about whole numbers only. Later we will talk about natural numbers. We may talk about other numbers. Real numbers are there. Okay, but here we are talking about whole numbers. So first of all, we need to understand what are the whole numbers. So whole numbers start with the 0, then 1, then 2, then 3 and 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so these are the whole numbers. So we need to understand first for which operation whole numbers closure property is true, or for which it is not true. Okay, so if it is true, then we will say that the whole numbers are closed for operation. Operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so one by one we will test and we will say that the closure property of whole numbers for addition is true or not. It means it is closed or not. Okay, so first of all we will understand for addition. Okay, for addition we will try to understand. How we will understand? So if we apply a operation of addition on two numbers, okay, so if we get a whole number, because we are applying on a whole numbers, so if two whole numbers are added, or sum is we need to take the sum of those, then if we get a whole number, then it will be said that it is a closed property. Okay, means any operation if you make on a whole number, okay, if that gives the whole number itself, then that property will be said as a closed property of the whole number. Okay, so for addition we will test it and we will try to see whether it is closed or not, closed for addition or not. Okay, so for example we have 2 plus 3. Okay, 2 is a whole number, 3 is a whole number. What we will get? 5. Okay, 5 is also whole number. Now let's say 0 is a whole number. We add 10. 10 is also whole number. We will get 10. Okay, this is also whole number. So in whatever way, suppose you have 1000 and you have 500, both are whole numbers, and now you'll get 1500. Okay, so I was just checking it is regarded or not. Okay, anyway, so now we got a whole number here. So it means whenever we add two whole numbers, then we always get a whole number. So what does it mean? If for addition the property is closed. Okay, for addition the property is closed. For what? For whole numbers. For whole numbers. Okay, for whole numbers it is closed. Now second we come to the subtraction. Okay, for subtraction we will subtract two whole numbers. If we get a whole number, always if we get a whole number, then it will be said as for subtraction. For subtraction it is a closed property. Okay, so for example we subtract 4 to 1, so both are whole numbers, and we get 3 here, so 3 is also whole number. So till now it is okay, there is no issue. Now for example we subtract 3 minus 7, so what we will get? We will get minus 4. So 3 is a whole number, 7 is a whole number, but minus 4 is not a whole number, as we already know that whole number start with the 0. Okay, similarly if you subtract 100 to 50, okay, you will get 50. This is all three are whole numbers, is true, but if you reverse it, 50 minus 100, you will get minus 50. Okay, where minus 50 is not a whole number, so for subtraction it is not a closed property. Okay, so for subtraction what you will say? For subtraction, whole number is not closed. Okay, now come to multiplication. Third point is the multiplication. So what we are going to test here? If we multiply two whole numbers, if we get as a result is a whole number, then it will be said as for multiplication whole number has the closed property. Okay, so for example we will start with 5 multiplied by 6, will get 30. So this is a whole number and 6 is also whole number, you will get whole number. Okay, so till now it is okay. For example we have 0 multiplied by 9, will get 0. So 0 is also whole number, 9 is a whole number, and now we'll get 0 as a whole number. It is also true. And whatever a way, suppose I have 150 multiplied by 200, both are whole numbers, and now what will get? 0, 0, 0 and 3 0. So 30,000 is also a whole number. So for whatever way you apply any multiplication operation on whole numbers, it will always give a whole number. Okay, so what we'll say? We'll say that for multiplication it is a closed property. For multiplication whole number is closed. Okay, so whole numbers are closed. Okay, for multiplication. Now come to division. Okay, so for division, for example division. Now you see, for division, for example we have 6 as a whole number and 3 is a whole number, and it will give 2. These are both are a whole numbers. Okay, these are also, and 2 is also a whole number. Okay, now we'll take another example. How we'll take? We'll take like you divide 10, then take 10 as a whole number and divide this by 0. So what you will get? When we are dividing any number by 0, that is not defined. Okay, not defined. Why it is not defined? Because there is no answer. Okay, so if it is not defined, then this is not a whole number. 10 is a whole number, 0 is a whole number, but what the result is coming, it is not a whole number. So we can say that for division whole number is not closed. Is not closed. Okay, so as a result, if we talk about the closure property of whole numbers, we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition and multiplication. Okay, for only multiplication. Okay, for addition and multiplication only it is closed, and for subtraction and for division it is not a closed property. So there are other property also of the whole numbers that we will take in the next video, that is commutativity and associativity. Okay, so we'll take this question in this one this in this next session or next video. So you will understand what is this. So we begin in next session.